Imagine this. You own a real property with someone. Maybe it's a sibling or an ex-partner. You want to sell, but they don't. But you're paying the mortgage, the property taxes, the HOA. You feel trapped. Well, what would you say if I told you that Arizona law provides a path forward, a statutory solution for helping to resolve this impasse? Hi, I'm Christopher Charles, the managing partner at Provident Law and a state bar certified real estate specialist. Today, I'm here to tell you about a powerful tool under Arizona law for resolving joint ownership disputes known as a partition action. I'm going to walk you through a partition action scenario by using a common real-life scenario that we see just about every day here at Provident Law. Let's start with a situation that I see all the time. We have two or more siblings who inherit a property through probate. Sibling A wants to sell the property and move forward with their life. Sibling B, on the other hand, likes the idea of keeping the family home and possibly living in it. But the other sibling is not paying their fair share, yet they're the one living there, reaping all the benefits. At some point, sibling A says, "Enough's enough, I've had it. I can't keep doing this forever." This is exactly where a real estate partition action comes into play. The next step is to file a real estate partition complaint with the Superior Court. The partition complaint is not necessarily alleging that either party did anything wrong. It's just communicating to the judge that we've got an impasse between two or more joint owners of real property, and unfortunately, we need the court's intervention to resolve the impasse. So the complaint isn't alleging any fault or liability. It just needs to allege the legal description of the property, each joint tenant's respective interest or share in the property, and if it can be divided or not. Also, a determination needs to be made whether this is going to be a partition by kind or a partition by sale. Partition by sale is definitely more common, but in certain instances, including raw land, if we have a large tract of raw land that can be physically divided with equal access, in those rare instances, the judge can order that the property be divided, physically divided. But most of the time, and for the purpose of this discussion, we'll focus on a real estate partition by sale. Now, if the siblings can't decide on what to do with the property and sibling A commences the real estate partition lawsuit, the next step is the judge will appoint a broker as a special commissioner. This is a very important step because once the broker gets appointed, the broker will be off to the races and will in no time have the property listed for sale and hopefully procure an offer for the fair market value of the property to get the property sold in no time. Now, here's the part of the partition process that surprises a lot of people. Just because we have equal ownership of the property, that does not mean that the proceeds from the sale will be equally distributed. Each co-tenant has what's called a right of contribution. And so if one of the co-tenants can prove to the court that they have made certain recoverable contributions to the home, then the judge can order that right of contribution to be paid to the other party from their share of the proceeds of the sale. Right of contribution could include things like a down payment, mortgage payments, taxes, and certain improvements to the property that actually increase the fair market value of the property. And I've actually had two cases where the court found in favor of my client and awarded 100% of the proceeds to my client, even though the shares were owned 50-50. So equitable can mean different things to different people based on the circumstances. But the presumption is it'll be 50-50, subject to the right of contribution. So whether you inherited a property or bought a property with a romantic partner where the relationship changed over time, there are options under Arizona law and a path for solving your very important financial position. So if you or someone you know is stuck in a situation with joint ownership, call our office today to schedule a consultation so that we can step in immediately to help bring this to a resolution and help you move forward. A partition action can give you the freedom to move forward with your financial investment. At Provident Law, our vision is to bring peace to our clients through excellent legal representation. So if you're ready to explore your options concerning joint ownership of real property, call our office today to schedule a consultation.